Good evening. It is time to continue our NCAA win total series. We are two teams away from finishing up the MAC conference. We need to come in with now last year's runner-up in the MAC and the 2022 MAC champions, Toledo. Toledo is led by Jason Candle, who will be in his ninth season now with the Toledo Rockets. He took over as the interim head coach in 2015 for the Boca Raton Bowl, got a win. And then he inherited a good roster. In 2016, he won 9 games. 2017, he won the MAC. But then there was the rebuild. He won 7 games in 2018, 6 in 19, went 4-2 in 2020, and then 7-6 in 2021. He would get another MAC title in 2022 after going 9-5. Last year, 11 wins, 8-0 in conference play, but they would fall in the MAC title game. They opened the season last year at Illinois. They lost by just 2 points and then went on a run. They won 71-3 over Texas Southern and then beat San Jose State and then took off from there. They would ultimately end up in playing Miami for a second time in the MAC title game after winning 21-17 in the regular season. They lost 23-14. They would then play Wyoming in the Arizona Bowl, where they would lose 16-15 to Wyoming. There's a lot to worry about this year for Toledo. Toledo can still be one of the top teams in the conference. I still think they have a chance of getting to the MAC title game. Them, maybe Northern Illinois or Bowling Green, but there's a lot to replace for Toledo this year. First of all, they need a new quarterback. Quan Finn transferred out, so he was the MAC MVP. He's off the way to Baylor. Even more, they lost Penny Boone, their running back. He's at Louisville. 1,400 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns, gone. Tucker Gleason should be taking over. He threw 177 passes the last 2 years as the backup. Jaquez Stewart should be the top running back. He averaged just under 50 yards a game last year. Big news, though, for the Rockets. They returned 5 of their 6 top pass catchers, including All-MAC player Juwan Newton, and they also bring back Junior Vandross III. They do have a brand new offensive line, though. All 5 starters are brand new in this one, so that's going to be a major change for Toledo. Toledo also lost a lot on defense. First of all, they have to replace Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell went in the first round of the NFL draft. He's gone. But they've got some good stuff in the defensive secondary. All-MAC performer Chris McDonald's in at corner. First-team All-MAC player Maxon Hook is in at safety. They have a deep defensive line. Could be a 7-8-man rotation. There's defensive tackle Darius Alexander. Jeremiah Peters can get to the quarterback pretty well. And there's some solid players there. They also have some good specialists. They've got a good kicker. They've got a good punter. They have Luke Paullock, their kicker. He was 12 for 15 on field goals last year. Those are both returning players this year for Toledo. Now, if we look at their schedule, they're going to start 2-0. They play Duquesne, they play UMass. They're going to start 2-0. They're both home games, and they're probably going to lose the next 2. It's Mississippi State and Western Kentucky, both on the road before the bye. They get October 5th, Miami of Ohio, at home off a bye. That's really where I think if they're going to hit their win total, they have to win that game. I don't know if they're going to win it. I don't know if they have the defense to do it, nor do I think they can score enough points. October 12th, they go to Buffalo. That's probably going to be a win. I think they get the win October 19th against Northern Illinois. They're at home against Bowling Green. That's a toss-up. At Eastern Michigan, I can see them getting the win before a bye and then facing Central Michigan. And then they finish off with Ohio and Akron. Both those should be wins. The way I see it, there's 3 guaranteed wins. They miss Kent State this year, but they get Duquesne, UMass, and Akron. Those are your guaranteed wins. I don't think they're going to beat Miami, Northern Illinois, and Bowling Green. I don't see them getting 3 wins there. I think they only get 1 out of that group. And that's really where there's an issue. If they're going to lose to Mississippi State and Western Kentucky and only get 1 win out of Miami, Northern Illinois, and Bowling Green, that's going to put them at 8 games. This should be right around an 8 to 9 win team, which is why the win total is set at 8.5 games. Most people have the under heavily favored. Caesars actually has it set at 8 games, so does Bet Rivers. We are going to look at the under on this one. I think 8.5. I think 9's just not going to happen this year. There's replacing too much. Jason Candle's a great coach, but he's also not adverse to a reset. This will still be a bowl team, but we saw after his 2017 MAC title that they did the reset. They dropped down to 7 wins. He's only won more than 8 games in the regular season twice. That was last year with DeQuan Finn and then the 2017 team. In 2022, they won 9, but one of those was a bowl win. And one of them also was a MAC title win. So really, it was only 7 in the regular season. I think they just lost too much. We're going to go ahead and hit the under. The best line out there is the under 8.5. It's going to be minus 130 at DraftKings. That's our pick. If you like this content, make sure to like it, subscribe, follow us, share it, do everything. It helps the algorithm. Then go to the link tree in the profile, follow us on X, check out the Discord, and we will be back for the final team in the MAC next time.